Hoops 8 High School Basketball Tournament Preview Show on Channel 8 WNTW with Sports Director Travis Lee.
Well, good evening and welcome to the Hoops 8 Tournament Preview Show. We started with 280 boys and girls teams, and just 10 will stand on the final weekend of the month as state champions. We've begun a new era in high school basketball in Maine as the state expands from 4 to 5 classes. Now, down at York High School, Rick Clark has been accustomed to his teams playing for titles. He's taken the Wildcats to 5 championship games in 34 years as head coach. Now in his final season, the Wildcats are the 1 seed in the A South. It's a nice send-off for the retiring coach, but his players would like to give him the ultimate send-off, a state title. There were several factors in Rick Clark choosing to retire after this, his 34th season as York girls coach. But one that played prominently was going out with a senior class that had played for him for 4 years.
The way I presented it to him when I told them all that this would be my last year was that you 5 seniors and me, we're all leaving together, and I'll give you everything I have. I expect you to give everything you have, and if we do, we'll have a successful season.
If trying to send Clark out with his 4th state championship has added any pressure to the Wildcats, they haven't shown it.
It was like a special year. Us 5 seniors have been here 4 years playing for Coach Clark, and it's his last year. It feels like this is definitely our time to do it.
We've been on the same page every year. Both of us want that state championship, and he wants to get it for me, and I want to get it for him. So, and all the seniors feel like that. So.
Well, York is just one of several teams with a great chance to be crowned champs at the end of the month in what is a deep Class A girls field. The A girls tournament will feature 2 defending state champs. There's Lawrence in the north. The unbeaten Bulldogs boast BU-bound senior Nia Irving, who averages 25 points and 20 rebounds a game, and 1,000-point scorer Dominique Lewis. Gardner, a regional finalist from last year, along with Mesalonsky, could push the Bulldogs. In the South, Greeley has championship experience surrounding freshman sensation Anna DeWolf, while Julia Quinn headlines a Freiburg team that's had its best season in years. But coming off a perfect regular season, York remains the team to beat in the South. All right, let's talk some hoops. Joined now by forecaster sports editor Michael Hoffer. York ran the table, but some challenges out there for him.
Right. I think a lot of people want to see the storybook Hollywood ending with York and see if Coach Clark can go out with a championship. But there are a lot of other teams out there that are going to pose a challenge. Most obviously to me is Greeley. They're coming off a Class B championship last year. Very, very dangerous in the tournament. Freiburg's had a great season. And if you want to look way down the bracket, Cape Elizabeth a year ago was the number 9 seed in Western B. They wound up going all the way to the regional final. They're in the 9 spot again. Obviously, they got to get past Westbrook just to get in the tournament. But if they do, look out.
Yeah, of course. And Freiburg, a team that plays, keeps it close, technically sound, move the ball on offense, could be a team that could surprise. Of course, up north, Lawrence has been so good. Gardner having a great year, and of course, Mesalonsky too. How good has Lawrence been this year? Their average margin of victory almost doubling opponents. Stingy defense, surrounding 38 points a game, scoring 67. In an era of limited offense, they've scored over 74 points 6 times this year. Now, as I said, Gardner would love a chance to play spoiler to Lawrence after a terrific regular season, going 14-4, finishing as the 3 seed in Northern A. One of the reasons has been the play of junior guard Lauren Chadwick, despite overcoming a challenge few in her sport face. Basketball is a game of communication. It's a game that requires talking, a game that requires listening. But the game sounds differently to Lauren Chadwick than her teammates and her opponents.
I was 2 years old when I actually had the surgery, and that's actually when I found out that I was profoundly deaf.
A cochlear implant in her right ear is Chadwick's lifeline to sound.
If you take that implant out, she can't hear at all, and I can't even imagine what it's like for her because, you know, she's amazing at what she does, and for her to overcome like that challenge, it's crazy.
Chadwick was introduced to the sport of basketball at an early age and had instant success. But if she had her way, her triumphs on the court might have never happened.
My parents wouldn't let me play ice hockey because of my cochlear implant, so I think I chose basketball just because I couldn't play ice hockey.
With her cochlear implant, she really doesn't have a good direction of sound, what's coming from behind her, and with a helmet and on the ice, it always made me nervous, so I thought probably not the best decision, so we opted for basketball.
Lauren Chadwick.
Instead, Chadwick was a varsity starter as a freshman, an all-league player as a sophomore. Since she can only hear out of her right ear, there are times when she's vulnerable to not hearing what she needs to hear.
I always look at my coach or my teammates who always help me if I don't get something from coach, like I misread a play. Then my teammates are really good about that, telling me like what to do.
Team 1, 2, 3. Team.
By the time midway through our freshman year rolled around, it didn't even seem like a big deal at all anymore. And you know, these kids obviously know everything about it because they played with it forever. But I would guess that, you know, the teams we played, a lot of those kids don't know. You know, it is a kind of a testament to what she has had to do, whether it's on or off the court, to get where she is.
And a story about her success in the hometown paper last winter helped affirm that she's noticed for what she can do on the court, not what she can't.
So many people that contacted us afterwards and said we had no idea, and we watched her play for years. And even players that have played against her, they told their coaches, we had no idea. It's normal for all of her teammates. They don't look at her any different, and that's the beauty of it, and that's what she wants. She doesn't want people to, you know, it's not an excuse, it's not a crutch. She is who she is, and she's a strong young woman.
Tigers would love to get back to the Eastern, or rather the Northern Regional Championship again. Now, the A-Boys tournament has a favorite with good reason. The Hamden boys are considered the frontrunner, having won 81 of their last 84 games. The defending Class A champs are back, with do-everything point guard Nick Gilpin leading the way for Hamden Academy. In the South, the top 4 seeds separated themselves. Greeley's junior duo of Matt McDevitt and Jordan Bagshaw combined to score 34 a game. They're the #1 seed, having beaten Falmouth twice. But the Coyne brothers at Falmouth can light it up at any time, and they comprise one of the best backcourts in the state. Cape's Finn Bovey has put the Capers on his shoulders down the stretch, and Brunswick is balanced, led by floor general Thomas Hansen. All right, Michael Hoffer back with me, and this is a bracket that we think could be maybe the most interesting.
Yeah,
at least in the South.
I think so. I mean, to me, it's the most compelling on paper. You've got Greeley, who really distinguished itself at the end of the regular season with that big win at Falmouth. They might have to get past Marshwood, though, in the first round after losing down at Marshwood. You've got Falmouth, the Coyne brothers, a lot of postseason success and experience. They might have to play, they will have to play Westbrook, who took them to overtime last year. So that's a great matchup.
And a coach that has won before.
Dan LeGage knows what he's doing. He's won a couple Class A championships. Cape Elizabeth with their experience last year being defending champions. And Brunswick, I don't think really gets enough attention down here for the season they have. So I think we're looking at some great games in that region.
And some real star players. Shai Olkerson at Mount Ararat. Labonte at York has had a great year. O'Neill at Marshwood, some real good players at the bottom half of that bracket. All right, we've already seen some amazing games this year with amazing endings. Here are the best endings of the year that we've seen. We start with Greeley and Gorham back in December. Down 2, final seconds. Stephen Burns for Gorham, the game-winning 3 at the buzzer. Early January, Lake Region at Falmouth. Lakers trailed by 16 in the 4th, and Jack Leisure completes the comeback with a floater at the buzzer for the win. Girls hoops, Greeley threatening to hand York its only loss, tied at 66. Shannon Todd, the 3 as the clock runs out. York goes on for the perfect season. And just 2 nights ago, Deering's Max Shabbat breaking South Portland's heart at the buzzer. We've been taking votes for the last couple days on social media this week, and we'll let you know who the top ending is coming up later. More Hoops 8 Tournament Preview Show next.